Opening statement to start with Tom.
Just very disappointing performance by our team, especially on offense. Just not able to stay on the field. A lot of pressure on our defense. Our defense is extremely hard. I thought they just kept battling. A lot of support. They're out on the field too much. They're just getting their field goal blocked. Just not executing. Those games you can't do on the road. Top 5 team in the country, so hats off to Coach Franklin and his team, great football team. Respect for them, but didn't play. Questions?
Tom, then Dustin.
Tom, can you tell us what happened to Michael there, and then what sort of prognosis?
Yeah, it definitely is with his shoulder, and so his throwing shoulder, and so just continuing to evaluate that. Do some more tests tomorrow to find out exactly what the issue is. But that's what happened.
Dustin, the same.
With obviously you mentioned the offensive general having issues, so it seemed like it started up front, but where, I guess, from your immediate analysis, what went wrong starting up front?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good defense, and they make it really hard to run the football and consistently. And but yeah, we got to obviously evaluate the film, figure out. We got to have answers. We got to do a better job. We got to do a better job as a staff. We got to do a better job as head coach, making sure that we're able to take that pressure off our throw game, stay on the field. We got to get first downs. Get very many, and just not good enough. So that's not what we have to do to be able to win games in this conference. And so to me, we got to use this bye week we got coming up to get some guys healthy. More importantly, to get ourselves in the right mindset to be able to move the ball effectively on offense and win football games in this conference.
Sammy, then Griffin.
Coach, you decided to go for it on 4th down on that early drive in the red zone and then kick the field goal late in the game. What went into both of those decisions there?
Yeah, more the distance. It's 4th and 1 inside the 10. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You don't win road games kicking field goals in that situation on 4th and 1, and so I want to go for that. Not every time. Obviously expect to get it, and but the other one was longer than that. We kind of just felt like that it's less percentage. And we talked about it about, hey, do you go for it here and just try and then hindsight, you probably should just went for it, but trying to get points on the board, just get some momentum at all, something positive going for our team, and obviously Chuck's a great kicker. So, but obviously the first time, not really, early in the game, got takeaway, we got to score touchdowns to win on the road. So that's the way I want to approach that. I want to be aggressive with that, but later we're just trying to get points and try to get something positive offensively to build off.
Coach, I guess how much of the offensive struggles is just game plan coming in issues versus actual execution issues?
I think execution was a big problem tonight, and obviously I want to watch the film and have more specific answers about that moving forward. But just from what I watched and saw, and just then execute, what we're trying to do, things we got called, and that's all different phases. That's not just on the offensive line, but obviously starts with them being the lead the way. They got to get the job done. They weren't good enough. We got to coach better. We got to play better. We got to find ways to be able to take some pressure off some things that we can do well. So, but yeah, it starts up front. Not good enough.
Then Tom.
Yeah. Do you have any update on Taiwan, and I guess how much does that hurt not having him with Penn State as having a receiver like Dotson?
Yeah, it's not good. And we really, he had got injured last week, and he went down twice in the West Kentucky game, and had this issue, and he tried to rehab. We thought we were going to have him. I really did. I thought if you asked me yesterday, I would say he's going to play. And just when we got him out there today, he just wasn't where he needed to be to feel good about him playing. And I trust our medical staff on that, and we're going to do put him in a tough spot. Yeah, not having him is a big blow. He's a great player for us, and obviously Reese went down. Lost him for the second half, and that's another one of our great players as well defensively. And so yeah, just kind of taking its toll a little bit that position in the secondary, but and those guys battle. We got to hopefully be able to use the bye week to get those guys back. I don't see them being long-term issues for those guys.
Tom, then Dustin.
Tom, it's very likely in the morning that Penn State, Iowa, and Cincinnati will be ranked 3, 4, and 5 in the country.
Yeah.
Not to make any sort of excuses at all, but the fact that these games have come against that type of quality of opposition, does it expose the flaws in your teams a little bit more than than maybe some random Saturday would?
I would think so. And I think we saw today, what Cincinnati did, what Iowa did last night. I mean, they're good football teams. So, people decide if people are worthy of the ranking or not. All I know is we played those 3 teams and they're all really, really good. And so, hey, it is what it is. There are no excuses. We're gonna look ourselves in the mirror, we're gonna get back up, we're gonna fight. I promise you that. And, you know, that's the one positive thing about playing teams like that is there's no question. You expose exactly where you need to work on, and that's how you get better, you know, and you stay together as a football team, and our guys will. We have a lot of character in our locker room, a lot of guys that have invested a whole lot in this program, and that I believe in them, and they believe in what we're doing. But the bottom line is we got to play better. And yeah, we play some good football teams, but we expect to be. We came here to win, and so that to me is the bottom line. And we didn't get the job done, so we're gonna go back, figure out what we got to do to get this right, get back to winning.
Dustin, then we'll wrap up with Sammy.
I guess, obviously, this is first blush before having seen the film. What was your, I guess, evaluation at this point of what Michael did before he was hurt, what Jack did after Michael was hurt, and I guess if and when Michael comes back, is there a competition or season?
Yeah, I thought Jack gave us a little spark. You know, I thought that he did a lot of good things. I don't know about that last throw. You know, so it was just a little bit of miscommunication, I think. But man, I liked what I saw. You know, and I think Jackson. I always said that Jack's a really good football player. You know, and so we got to do whatever we got to do to put ourselves in the best position to win football games. But first and foremost, I want to make sure we find out what's up with Mike and make sure he's healthy. You know, so his health is number one. This is the case with all of our guys. So yeah, Jack's a good football player. So if Jack's, like I said, I like what I saw out of him tonight, and we just got to do what we can to help this team get better, learn from our mistakes, and keep getting a little bit better each week.
Sammy, last one.
Coach, I know it's playing the hand you're dealt a little bit on the punt return game with Reese going out. But is that a place you have to reevaluate, like putting Ty Freifogel back there in a vulnerable position, especially late in the game? Is there somebody else who could go there and pick up there?
There are some discussions that we had to have last week, and Ty was kind of the backup plan for this one. We actually had a third option that we need to go to. Their punter punted the ball extremely high, and very difficult to field. So that's why we had him fair catch him. So we intentionally did not have him return it. But for what you just mentioned, not having him get the extra kicks, but I think Reese will be back by the time we play again. But at the same time, we've got some other options we're gonna be looking at to try and be able to get somebody else back there. But at the same time, the goal for tonight was who can catch the ball and make sure that when the play's over, we got the ball and we have possession of it. So that's not easy to do. Catching punts, is not an easy skill set. And a lot of guys that can do other things well can't do that. But we thought Ty gave us the best chance to make sure that we had the ball when the play was over, and that's why we had the fair catch.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Have a great night, Elio.
Thanks, Tom.